Hi,
fellow
birdies,
birdies, and welcome back to
another edition.
SongByrd's eating show.
In
In
today's video,
we're going to be doing part 2 of trying out Milka candy bars we've never had before. Now, these are actually some more that I found at the farmer's market. Oreo White chocolate. I think this is Raisins and Nuts. It's called Noisette. I think it's hazelnut or chocolate or something. I don't know. Ahoy. Extra cocoa with raspberry cream and Oreo brownies. So, are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and give these a shot. Alright, the first one we're going to try is raspberry cream. That actually doesn't look too bad, so let's go ahead and open it. Alright, this is what it looks like. Smells interesting, but kind of weird. Alright, you can see the cream inside, so let's go ahead and give it a go.
berries.
This is just kind of unsettling. You actually like it?
Oh my god!
Not me.
I love raspberries.
Oh, that's probably the reason why. I like raspberries, but it doesn't quite go with chocolate like this for me.
Do not slander the raspberry.
Bruh.
I can't help it.
Apologize to the raspberry. Not really. It's really good though. It's got plenty of raspberry filling. We can also taste the chocolate. Let me try the cream.
Now, the thing that I don't like about it is just, I guess besides I just don't like raspberries too much, it's just kind of off-putting with the chocolate. So, and plus the cream too, like whatever the cream's made out of, it just doesn't really add much to it either. So, it's just not very exciting for me.
I totally respect your opinion. I just strongly disagree with it.
Bruh.
I think the raspberry works really well with the chocolate. Oh, I do admit I'm not getting much of the cream part. I just get raspberry and chocolate for the most part. I think it combos quite well. It's kind of like, they're like chocolate dipped, like, strawberries and
Oh, yeah, I do
berries.
like those though.
Imagine that, but instead of chocolate dipped, instead of the fruit itself inside, you have the jam inside. And I like that.
For me biased, I don't. I'm gonna have to give this like a 5.5. I would really eat it, but I'm not gonna go back for it now.
I would give this a nice solid 8.5. I'm not sure if I'd add to my cart or anything like that, but it's a pretty darn good item.
Next up, we're gonna do raisins and nuts. I'm not sure how this is gonna do with chocolate, but we'll find out. Alright, here's what it looks like, and you can see the raisins and nuts inside, so it smells like regular milk chocolate, so let's give it a go. This was a bit more tolerable. The nuts add a nice crunch. This one's actually not too bad. I can't really taste too much of the raisins and stuff, though. I taste the raisins a little bit. It works with the chocolate, it really does.
I think it works pretty well with it. For the last one, they were trying to shoot for the moon. This one is like they were trying to get like a one base hit. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, pretty darn good. The raisins, aren't bad. The nuts do add a bit of a crunch. And the chocolate is, as pretty much always, stellar.
That's it, I love milk chocolate. So this is kind of a nice, simple milk chocolate bar. Just a little bit of excitement to it. It's not really enough to want to make me say, hey, go back for it. I'm going to give it maybe like a 7.5.
A good way to think of it is, when you go trick-or-treating, or rather, your kid goes trick-or-treating, and they're trading the candy back and forth. Some of the candy's really great, and you just want to get tons of it. Some of it's could get it without it. This is definitely ones I'd probably trade away. Someone else have it and get something I really like. For me, that's a 6.5.
Alright, next up we're going to try something called Milka Noisette. Now, I don't know what Noisette is, but look at the ingredients here. It says hazelnut paste. So I'm just taking maybe it's milk chocolate and Nutella. So we'll find out. Alright, this is what it looks like. It looks like a nice milk chocolate chocolate bar. Smells like, I smell like hazelnuts a little bit. You smell? If you guys know what this Milka Noisette is, leave it in the comments, but it doesn't say, it just says hazelnut. You imagine hazelnut would be Nutella. It's not tasting like it. It just tastes like a nice, solid milk chocolate bar. I kind of want a little bit more, more to this than that.
For me, this is like a milk chocolate bar that's kind of soft on the inside, which I'm kind of digging.
Kind of like airy inside, like those Oreo bars. I don't know if you've ever had the Oreo bars with like air inside. Yeah, this is actually a nice solid bar.
I'd probably pick this, at least equal to a plain old Hershey's.
Yeah, it should kind of reminds me of a Hershey's bar if you put it right next to it. So this is the best one I've had so far, because the other two are just kind of they're okay. Oh. So I'm gonna give this an 8.5.
It's pretty good. This is a good chocolate bar, and I'd gladly in the Halloween candy trade. I would definitely not trade this away. But I'm not sure I'd trade for it. So I'm going to give this like an 8. It's good. Very good.
Alright, the next one we're going to do is extra dark chocolate. Now, I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, so I'm probably not going to like this one, but I know he is. So let's see how dark chocolate it is. Here's what it looks like, and kind of didn't break properly, so let's just give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I can actually tolerate it. Like, it's not super bitter like I was imagining it's going to be. Like, if you imagine extra dark cocoa and dark chocolate's usually bitter. This is not really getting too much bitterness for me. It's kind of a little bit sweet. Maybe a little bit of bitterness, but it's got some sweet in there with it too.
Yeah, I'm not really getting a whole lot of bitter, nor a whole lot of sweet. It's kind of like a neutral chocolate. It's not that's bad. It's just that I have nothing really to point at and say this is good. A neutral chocolate isn't bad. Like, I don't dislike it, but I don't really like it either. I'm giving it also a 6.5. Like, I'd probably trade this one away.
I'm gonna go with a 7 myself. Like, this is not a love or hate chocolate for me. It's kind of like in the middle. And it's not as good as the milk chocolate before I had this one, but I could see myself eating this. Like, it's tolerable. It's got a nice dark chocolate flavor without being too bitter, so not bad. Alright, next we're going to try Milka Chips Ahoy. Now, I'm definitely really excited about this one because I'm a big lover of cookie dough, so let's give it a go. Alright, you can see the cookie dough assembly inside there. Smells kind of interesting.
But I don't know about cooking a cup. I think I've dethroned the raspberry as number 1.
Really, this reminded me of cookie dough. It's a little bit crunchy and crispy, but I don't know what to make of it. Like, I don't know what to make of the taste. The taste is kind of just got a bit of a weird aftertaste to it.
Well, for me, this is my favorite so far. Like, this reminds me of like a good cookie dough.
Okay, now I'm getting more of the chocolate chip.
A good cookie dough with some chocolate on it. And you know me, I love cookie dough.
And you know me, I love cookie dough.
Bruh.
It just took me a while to get into it.
Yeah, I think this one is really good. This is the best so far.
Yeah, at first I thought I noticed, like, this had some weird aftertaste to it, but it just took me a little bit longer to get into it and finally, like, start to get the chocolate chip flavor more into my taste buds, so I can tell it's more chocolate chip cookie dough based now. It's pretty good. I definitely ain't gonna say it's the best one I've had so far. I like him. I would say maybe at least an 8 for this one. It's a nice solid bar, and I like the little crisp crunch it's got in between it, so I could see myself going back for this.
It's an easy 9. Like, my one downside I can think of so far is the chocolate is kind of overwhelmed a little bit by the cookie dough, but the cookie is so good, I don't care.
Bruh.
The other downside is that I ran out of it, but 9 easily. Best so far.
The next one we're gonna do, he wanted to save these Oreo ones for last.
Oreo.
So we're gonna do Oreo brownies. So let's see how this goes. Alright? You can see the brownie there, and it smells like brownies.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. This is freaking good. You can taste that nice solid brownie tasting with it. I'm not really getting too much of the Oreos though. I mainly just taste brownies. Kind of like a chocolate brownie bar.
And this gives me an idea for cooking. I'm not usually a fan of brownies. This is pretty darn good though, mainly because like it's a brownie with stuff around it.
It's got a little bit of a crunch with the Oreos, but it mainly tastes like brownies. And I love brownies. I actually grew up eating them all the time. So this is definitely my favorite so far. This is easily a 9 for me. I just wish there was more of an Oreo taste with this though. Anything Oreo going on with this besides the crunch. I'm just mainly tasting that strong brownie taste, which is nice.
But I don't really love it. Yeah. Like, it's pretty darn good. 7.5 seems about right. Quite up to the 8 standards for me. But still pretty good, would definitely enjoy. Not for trading it away.
Alright, last but not least, I'm hoping that this is going to be my favorite, because my favorite kind of chocolate is white chocolate. So we're going to do Oreo white chocolate. Alright, this is what it looks like. You can see it's definitely reminds me of cookies and cream. Let's try it.
I'm trying to think what reminds it.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is good. That white chocolate is just hitting right there. It tastes just kind of like vanilla frosting. This is getting a 9.5. I have Oreos. I love white chocolate. It's the perfect combination. It's sweet. It's there. You can taste the Oreos a little bit too. But that white chocolate This is something amazing about it. So simple and pure.
I also like the cream inside. Not gonna lie, I was worried when I had it because it sounds good. So often when we try stuff like that, where it sounds great and then the execution is off, I was ready to be disappointed.
Yeah.
I was not disappointed. Definitely one of the best ones they've got here.
Oh yeah. When it comes to Milka chocolates, I've always noticed that the quality and taste of the chocolates is really, really good. Really perfect. Like, this is German chocolate.
This one is along with the Chips Ahoy, is definitely the best. It's definitely like the top two. Like this one's also a 9 for me. I can see myself like trading to get this one and to like, you know, maybe go to the store for it.
So overall, I think my favorite was definitely the white chocolate Oreos. My least favorite was the raspberries. Just nothing can make me love the raspberries. It's just really off-putting.
My top end was like the white, you know, white chocolate Oreo, or the Chips Ahoy. Both of those are stellar. Bring him, you know, like offer him his candy without the kids hating you kind of thing.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have like a grocery store in your area with Milka bars, be sure to check these out if you got them. And also, list your favorite flavor of Milka bar down below. We're pretty curious to see what you all love and like. And by the way, if you guys don't know, I have a Patreon page where you can get bonus content, early release videos, shout outs, and so much more. And plus, every other week, I'm allowing everyone who joins to vote in my polls. So be sure to check that out in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and
hit that bell to receive notifications. And we'll see you folks in the next video.
give it a good whack.
Give a good smack.
This is Crystal.
And Crystal.
This is Crystal, not Charles.
Signing off.
Bye,
Bye,
birdies.
birdies.